Welcome to the FUNDSITION digital cap table and share registry platform, a centralised location to manage your shareholders and all of their records, both now and well into the future. In addition, document storage for all of those important company files. When used in conjunction with our capital raising platform, it allows for all of your securities to be digitized and sit on permission blockchain for any future secondary trading. Getting started is very simple. Simply provide us your name, email, and company name. If you choose 20 or less shareholders, you will be redirected to the registration page and get started. If there is more than 20, then you will be contacted by us so that we can learn more. So I've chosen 20 or less, and I'm going to end up here. This is the registration page. I need to provide some base details. Please note, wherever you see a flag, make sure that you have the correct jurisdiction. Also here you can see I've got a time zone, and I've chosen Canberra, Melbourne, and Sydney, which is my time zone here. There also is some base criteria around your password. Now I'm going to log in because I've already created an account. There is a two-step verification process for security, so you will need to provide some security questions and answers. All right, here we go. Now, you'll land on your own personal dashboard. There's two things to keep in mind. One is you'll need to go into your personal profile to provide some more details, such as your date of birth and address. Settings really is about updating your password and your security questions. And the most important thing is companies, and that's where you provide all of that information for the companies and the shareholders. So I've done some mock-ups here. So what I need to do first and foremost is simply register a company. So when I register a company, I need to make sure that when I put the company's name in here, that I don't add Pty Ltd or whatever the company is, the legal extension or entity. I actually do that here. So I'll search down for Proprietary Limited. There it is, and you'll see it brings up here. Now, wherever there's an asterisk, that is a mandatory field, and I need to provide information. In addition, who is the key contact of the company? I then submit. I will then receive notification in 48 hours that the company has been approved, and that's really because a search is done. So let's go to companies. So we have a mock-up company here. And you can see here my company dashboard. And what I'm really concerned with here is the company details, documents, and cap table. We will cover off on calendar and people. Now, shareholder management, that is an additional paid function. Everything else is free, and that allows you to manage your shareholders with communication, e-voting, etc. If you want more information on that, please feel free to contact us. So company details, just making sure that all of this is correct. Once again, you can add things like your regulatory information, such as your ASIC number. Make sure you choose the correct currency. You have your officers, your directors, IP and advisors is yet to come, plus you could add your social media. All right, so once I've done the company details, let's have a look at documents. This is where you'll house all of that important information. For example, certificate of incorporation, maybe director's resolution and meetings, all of your shareholder agreements, your shareholder certificates, and shareholder register. Now, if there are folders here that you want to add, you simply go and create a new one, and then upload the documents into those folders. So you could use this as a data room as well to house all of your financials, etc. You could then invite people to come and view, which I will show you after. The next important area is the cap table. Now here you'll be able to get a first-hand glimpse of what it looks like, but there's no data in here, so we can't see anything. So we're going to choose shares, although it does offer options, warrants, debentures, loans, etc. We're going to choose shares because it's equity. So the first thing I need to do is add a share instrument. Okay, so you can see here the different classes. We'll just go for common and we'll add ordinary. No limit, and away we go. And you'll see here up comes the share instrument. The next important part is to be able to provide all of the details on your shareholders. So we will go to purchase shares. From here, once again, all the red asterisks are mandatory. You'll provide your shareholder information here. You can see shareholder 1, 2, or a joint account. This is only if they're in the system. So if they're new, you simply go to here. You provide whether they're an individual or a corporate, first name, last name, email. Once again, you can provide a phone number, and if you do, you have to choose the correct jurisdiction. So you've put their details in, they'll be then sent an email notifying that they've been uploaded to the system. You then put in the correct currency, so we've got Australian dollars, total investment, price per share, quantity, transaction date, and then also you can see here we have the correct class of share. That is the mandatory information. Then you could add voting rights, certificate number, etc. Down the bottom here, you could actually add their shareholder certificate. You simply upload and then you would create a link to their actual name or entity. Then once you've provided all that information for each shareholder, you would then be able to go and see, well, who are my shareholders? And then what are the share transactions that have occurred, such as certificate number, transaction date, quantity, price, and holder. That will then give you an accurate perspective on your cap table. The next thing I wanted to show you quickly was calendar. So once again, this just allows you to document any event that occurs. So I could create an event, I name the event, set a date, and I could go and add a folder, a file such as directors' resolutions and minute. Okay, so once again, it does allow me to document that an event took place, and then people. So let's say I wanted to add my accountant. I could invite a person to this organization, provide the details, and then I can also give them an access level to the platform. So the good thing about every time you invite someone or you put a shareholder in, they'll be notified, then they can use the system themselves. If you want to be able to learn more, or you're having trouble uploading all of your data, you can reach out to us, and you simply do that by a 30-minute session with us, which is quite simple. So we look forward to using the platform and getting a real benefit. It's important that you manage your shareholders today, which will make all future management a lot easier and any future capital raisings that you're going to do. It's important that you're able to show to other investors that you have your house in order and everything is correctly documented. Thank you very much.